Hey, what's up, Wild fans? Thanks for joining us on Facebook Live. Via Zoom today, I've got Damien Giroux, the 21-year-old, coming off his rookie season. What's up, G? How are you, buddy?
I'm doing pretty good. How are you?
Doing great. Thanks for asking. Let's see that nice Canadian hockey smile there. There it is. Now we know it's you.
Yeah.
How you been? Where are you?
I've been great. I've been spending the off season so far back home in Sudbury, Ontario. Just been a lot of time with friends and family and just kind of recharging a little bit. So I've been enjoying that so far.
How is Canada, especially Ontario? I mean, the OHL never got up and running as far as junior leagues go, your former league before you turned pro and joined Iowa. What's the scene like in Ontario as far as being able to see your family and all the restrictions?
Yeah, so we're actually tomorrow morning we're kind of going into the phase 3 of that process and kind of, I guess, establishing a normal routine, normal life again. So things are no longer curbside pickup. We're slowly starting to kind of go back to a normal life, to what life was like pre-COVID. So it's been a process, but we're slowly getting back there right now.
Awesome. Well, enjoy it. It's been a long time coming. Again, fans, IowaWild.com for the write-up Ben Gisselson did on Damien Giroux that was posted yesterday. And I'd also encourage you, if you're looking for a podcast, to check out the latest podcast I did with former Wild forward JT Brown, who just got hired with the Seattle Kraken as a television analyst. And you can find that on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, whatever. Again, One-on-One with Joe O'Donnell, latest podcast with JT Brown. And of course, all kinds of season ticket holder information. And soon enough, our upcoming schedule as well at IowaWild.com. Coming off a 34-game rookie season, 19 points. Damien Giroux, how'd you feel out there in your rookie year?
Yeah, it was definitely a big learning experience, jumping into my first year pro. But, with the help of great coaches and a lot of older players that I was able to kind of lean on throughout the year, I was able to learn a lot. And I think it went pretty smoothly as the first year.
What was the hardest thing about being a rookie?
I think it's just kind of having to, take that jump to the next level. I think everybody's, a little bit quicker, a little stronger, a little bigger at the next level. So for me, it was just kind of trying to adapt for the first few games. But, once that happened, once I was able to kind of, grab my footing, it was a lot more, I guess, the transition was a lot easier after the first couple of games.
Where do you feel you want to improve the most personally?
I think for me, it comes down to just kind of the way I think the game. I just need to kind of, sometimes I try to jump the gun a little too quickly. And I think for me, it's just about kind of slowing down, analyzing the game a little better. Hopefully if I can do that, the game is going to kind of become a little bit easier for me.
Have you gone back into your training yet?
Yeah, I've been very fortunate actually to be able to train with my younger brother, who's actually training for his second year in Flint right now in the OHL. So it's been nice to kind of have, a competitive edge skating and training in the gym with him. So that's been great so far.
You have to excuse my ignorance. Is he draft eligible yet, or is he here coming up in a few days?
Yeah, so he's unfortunately his rookie year in the OHL. So he's actually 3 years younger than me. So his first year would have been not last season, but the year before. With COVID, he wasn't able to kind of play last season, but he's super excited to be able to hopefully provide for Flint this year in the OHL.
Awesome. Your favorite NHL player before we get into our official questionnaire? Who's your favorite NHL player today?
I grew up watching a lot of I guess you could say Patrice Bergeron. Just always liked how he was a good two-way player and played just as strong on the defensive side of the puck as the offensive side. So for me, I think that's someone I idolized growing up.
Very cool. Well, this is The More You Know with Joe, officially episode 4. We've had Mitchell Chafee. We had Caitlin Addison last week. We had Connor Dewar. Now we have Damien Giroux. I think we're going to try and get Matt Boldy next week. And so we appreciate everybody tuning in on Facebook Live. Again, The More You Know with Joe. And now to our official questionnaire. Have you seen any of the previous episodes?
I've seen Caitlin's. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Well, then you should be somewhat familiar with the questions because they're the same for everybody. All right. If you had the opportunity to join any band, who would you choose and why?
Any band. I grew up listening to Down with Webster. It was the first ever concert I went to. So a bit of a Canadian band. Not sure if too many people would be familiar with them, but be my go-to.
Down with Webster.
Yeah, I was. I don't know if too many people will know them, but I don't know. They were pretty popular here in Northern Ontario, and they actually made the trip up to Sudbury a couple times, and I was kind of. They were my go-to band as a kid. So.
What kind of music?
I don't even. I guess I'd have to go with kind of like a mixture of like rap and alternative. I guess I don't know. I wouldn't even know how to describe it to you, but it was always the pre-game music we played in the dressing room growing up. So.
All right. I'm gonna check them out on Spotify when we get done here, and I'll shoot you a text on what I think, and maybe we can get them to perform after an Iowa Wild game. See, last season you didn't get the full experience of some of our promotional and theme nights and a full crowd, but sometimes we'll have post-game concerts. Maybe we'll explore Down with Webster.
Oh, that'd be a time. So.
All right, I'll talk to the marketing folks. I know some people. All right, on to question number 2. What sport would you play if you weren't playing hockey?
I feel like I'd have to go with soccer. I grew up playing soccer as well, and I feel like it's the closest sport after hockey that I'd be the best at. So.
Did you watch the Euros?
I did, yeah. So one side of my family's they're Italian, so it was that's what we were rooting for all tournament long. So it was kind of exciting to be able to see them win the tournament.
What's the first thing you do in a zombie apocalypse?
Honestly, I'd probably raid a grocery store and go hide out somewhere north. I'd pick myself a little campground and probably just isolate myself there as long as I could.
What's your favorite smell?
For me, growing up, it's kind of tough to describe, but just walking into a hockey rink, like as a kid, when it's like super early in the morning, when you kind of still smell like that propane off the Zamboni, I think for me that just kind of brings me back to my childhood. It'd be one of my favorite smells for sure.
All right, I like that. What's the most used app on your phone?
My probably Snapchat. I'm always messaging friends throughout the day, sending quick selfies and stuff. So.
All right, that's the first time we've gotten a Snapchat answer. Mostly it's been Twitter so far or Instagram. But I do appreciate, I am on Snapchat. I don't snap a whole lot. In fact, I don't think I get a lot of snaps from people either, come to think of it. But I do appreciate Snapchat. What superpower would you have if you could choose?
I'd love to teleport. Just make my way from one side of the world to the other, and snap of the finger would be pretty cool.
Where's the first place you teleport to?
I've never been to the ocean, so I'd probably teleport myself somewhere there, somewhere by the coast.
Good news for you. The San Diego Gulls are on the Iowa Wild schedule for this season. So pending you're around for that trip, we'll make sure you get to the Pacific Ocean at some point.
Can't wait. It'll be we'll be able to cross that off the bucket list.
And spoiler alert, the trip's in April, so even better. It'll be nice weather.
There you go.
Not that San Diego ever has bad weather, for the record. I digress. The last text you sent.
The last text was probably to my mom. She's gonna be out late tonight, so she was asking me to do the dishes. So last text I sent was just telling her I'd do that.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say you were telling her no.
No, I'd always try and keep the house as clean as I can. So
hang on a second. I'm getting the sense that mom's nearby. Can we see her?
They're not here right now. So my parents actually ended up buying a new house. So they're gone to do all the measurements and kind of visit the new property. And we're actually moving out this weekend. So
cool.
They're just kind of doing all the prep work right now. So
somewhere else in Sudbury?
No, actually just kind of from one end of the town to the other. So we're just moving across town. They just found a nice little property kind of on the lake. So
Oh, nice.
They're very excited, and we'll be I guess helping them out all weekend. So.
Well, you were looking to your left, like mom was within earshot. That's why I guess.
Yeah,
Who do we have over there? There's got to be somebody there.
I'm actually just kind of staring down the pile of dishes right now. I haven't done them yet, so I'm just checking out how many there are. I'm probably gonna hop on that and do those after this call. So.
Well, we don't want to keep you too long. Would you guys have dinner and they're just stacked up or what?
Yeah, pretty much for the most part. So.
Yeah. All right. All right. Let's get to the next one. Your favorite sandwich?
Just BLT on rye. Nice and simple.
You know what? You can put that on a paper plate too, and it makes no mess. And then I have to do the dishes.
Nice and easy.
If you were to be transformed into an animal, which animal would you choose and why?
I'd have to go with a dog. A pet dog. Just you have a nice easy life. Get to nap all day, fed, petted. So that's probably have to pick a dog.
And somebody picks up after you too.
Exactly.
You have a dog?
I don't know. I was pretty fortunate. My billets in Saginaw did. So kind of, was able to kind of live that lifestyle with a dog, but not at home, no.
And fans, don't forget, if you want to comment or ask a question on Facebook Live, I'll have somebody filtering them my way. I've got 3 devices going on here, and I still can't figure it out without getting some help. So I promise to try and get some questions or comments if you guys have them. Just shoot them quickly, if you will, sooner rather than later. What's the best type of cheese?
Cheddar.
Solid answer, dude. I can't argue with that. All right, Damien Giroux, you got $7 at the grocery store. What do you buy?
$7. Oh God. I'd probably have to go with I'm a midnight snacker, so I'd probably buy some snacks late night. Probably some granola bars or something. Probably even some cookies.
What's your go-to late night snack, or does it just depend on where you've been previously?
Yeah, it just kind of depends whether we're kind of on the road or if I'm home or not. For the most part, like I said, it's probably just going to be a couple granola bars or something like that I've brought with me on the trip or something like that for the most part. So just keeping it nice and simple.
Now, late in the year, there was a rare time, or maybe 2, where the Iowa Wild bus stopped at the old I-80 truck stop because our team was vaccinated. It's sort of coming out of the pandemic. Normally, it's an every trip thing for the most part. The pull over on the middle of I-80 and late in the night, grab some snacks. Did you partake in the I-80 truck stop run?
Of course. No, for me, I'd always one of my go-tos is Spitz as well on the bus. So I always have a bag of sunflower seeds with me. So I've made sure to kind of stock up on that little pit stop.
All right, back to the questionnaire we go. What's the last book you read?
So the last book I read was it's called The Book of Awesome. So it was I had to read it was kind of a book for my psychology class that I'm taking. I took this past year, and it was just kind of a book to kind of help your self-confidence. So it's I really enjoyed it, and that was the last book I read.
So The Book of Awesome, and for a band Down with Webster, 2 things I need to check out.
There we go.
All right. Lastly, describe in 5 words what hockey means to you.
In 5 words. Oh boy. Just like single words, or just like.
Yeah. So guys have been pretty much describing hockey. Competitive, fun, stuff like that.
I'm gonna go with competitive. I'm gonna have to go with fun as well, because some of my greatest memories come from that. I think I'm also gonna add life experiences. I think I've learned so much just from meeting new people. Being able to kind of travel the world playing hockey. So I'm gonna go life experiences, fun, competitive, and challenging. Just you from one day to the next, you never really know what to expect playing this sport, and I think that's one of the reasons I love it so much.
All right, so far I'm seeing a couple of comments. One, Kayla saying she's going to have to go see her brother play. Her hometown is Flint, Michigan. Her family still lives there. And Sylvie says, a gift for your mom. I'm assuming those are the dishes.
Yeah, most likely.
All right. Well, listen, G, appreciate you doing this. You had a great rookie season. It was a pleasure getting to spend some time around you. Good luck with the training, and good luck with the dishes, I guess, too.
And I appreciate that. Thank you.
All right, you're off the hook. That's The More You Know with Joe, episode 4. Damien Giroux, the 21-year-old from Sudbury, looking to have a outstanding year number 2 back in Des Moines, Iowa. Training camp, of course, early October. IowaWild.com for the write-up on Damien that Ben Gisselson did. Of course, season ticket holder information and a whole lot more. We'll see you next Wednesday, Facebook Live at 5:30 Central. G, enjoy the summer, buddy. Thanks.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
All right, see you, Wild fans.